Hello, Leo. Welcome in. Thanks for coming by, you guys. Leo, I'm here to do a love reading for you. But first, actually, I want to have a little chat with my Leo friends and a bit of astrotarology, which is unusual in a sign by sign reading, but there is a reason for it, Leo. I'll timestamp the reading in the description box below, as always, if you want to jump ahead. But let me start off by saying, Leo, all the things I've been saying all year long to you guys remain true, especially so right now. As I record this, we're only 2 days after a full moon in Scorpio. Intense enough in its own right. It is a fellow fixed sign to you, yourself, and your opposite of Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. Scorpio is square to you, and as such, it presents a very unique dynamic, let's call it. It's people would say challenging, sure, but it's also quite intriguing. At the same time, we have the Sun, Mercury, and the planet Uranus, which is Aquarius's ruling planet, all in the sign of Taurus, also square to you. We have Pluto, no less than Pluto, Scorpio's ruler, in the sign of Aquarius, your opposite sign. You see where I'm going with this? We have all of this fixed energy. Now, fixed energy is very intense, underrated for it, in my opinion. It represents the middle of each season when the energy is at its height. The mutable signs, which come after you guys, are the transitional time into the next season, right? And the cardinal signs open the season. But when we get to the fixed energies, there's an intensity to it, especially based on what each of you represent. And Leo, you represent many things. You represent the inner child, the sense of play, creativity, love, activity, sexuality, fun, pleasure, and many, many other things. But as such, you represent those things, but they tend to be the challenge or the greatest focus in your life as well, because those are the things that you master as an offering to the rest of the collective, if that makes sense. When it comes to Leo and love, let me preface this by saying that I myself have a 93% fixed chart with 4 placements in Leo, including Venus in the house of Scorpio. So I know of what I speak when I go forth with what I say here. Now, when it comes to Leo in love, I always say that Leo sees the diamond in the rough, and that is no comment, negative comment on the diamond. It's just that Leo, you're ruled by the luminary of the sun. You shine bright on the things that you love, and you can spot the things that glitter beneath the surface in a person too. It's just like that. And so a lot of people would accuse Leo of hyper idealizing the person that they love. But I feel the need to say to you, Leo, that it's not that what you see isn't there. It's just that it's not the whole picture. And sometimes the sun can do that as well. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. But also in that glow, people do flourish because love, despite popular belief, can actually heal. That's why it isn't necessary when people say you must be healed before you enter into it. No, no, no. Love is what heals. So, it's always challenging. And that's the rough part of seeing the diamond in the rough. Sometimes it's just a little too dangerous to get to. And sometimes you do get to it, but it's a lot of work to get there. If you understand where I'm going with that, Leo. Anyway, that can be one thing. The other thing about Leo is, of course, everybody knows the lion, the loyalty, and in fact, all of the fixed signs are like that. And they all kind of do it in their own way, in the same way. Leo, when you feel the need to separate in a romantic situation, and yes, you can, because we all know the sun can go pretty dark when it has to. But it's like you close the door, but it takes a long time for the porch light to turn off. You know what I mean? So the last couple of years, with Pluto doing what it's been doing and other things happening, like next year, the North and South Node move into your sign and Aquarius. Right now, the planet Mars is also so much happening for you guys. And it's very potent. Let's just think about the planets involved. We have the sun, we have Mercury, we have Mars, but we also have Pluto, Uranus, like big, big planets. And Pluto is all about destiny. It's about past and past life. Very interesting times, Leo. Anyway, that's partly what I wanted to say. I'm sure there's more, but I decided to freestyle the intro rather than keeping notes. I'll get into the collective reading now. It is going to be still a general reading, so not everything I say will resonate with you the way that I say it. Just take what does as it does, if it does, especially if you're here to cross watch, which, let's face it, Leo usually gets about half cross watcher energy. It can be interchangeable or vice versa, so use your own intuition. Leo, as I sat down at the table before I got into the intro, out of nowhere, I got a message that said, "What if I'm the part of you you can't see?" I don't know what that means, but it made my hands all shaky, and we do have Pluto involved. So we'll see. We're going to be taking a look at the person coming in toward you, Leo. It could be the person you have on your mind. Keep in mind what I said. Okay, let me see. Hopefully mic check, yes. Lately, I've been wanting to start off with the blue deck, which is a little unusual. What's going on for you, Leo? We have rest and rejuvenate. So that could be you going through a period of centering yourself. And, yeah, I know again, it's been tumultuous. Okay, what else for Leo? I'm just noticing, Leo, that that's number 19, and I believe the sun is number 19 in the major arcana. It is. Okay, what else? Blossoming abundance. I love it. That's a number 3, which brings to mind the Empress, Taurus energy. So again, when we're dealing in the elemental quadrants, like I just explained, you all contain parts of each other. Oh, Leo, you all contain parts of each other. And that balance creates the whole. But that message I just got for you, what if I'm the part of you you don't see? Interesting. Anyway, blossoming abundance and rest and rejuvenate. That's nice. So something's growing here. Let's see. What else? For Leo. Oh, wow, Leo. This is number 33. And we had number 3. And this says the door to romance. Okay. That heart is in a cage. But there is a keyhole right in the middle. All right. Why do we always get this for you? It drives me crazy, but it is not unusual. Like I said, you are the sun, and sometimes people don't understand what happens behind the sun. And so they think they can deceive you, which isn't that easy. But we'll see where this goes. We have deceit, something being hidden. On the bottom of the deck, we have the sun. Well, the sun is good at illuminating what's been hidden, right, Leo? Number 25 with deceit. Let's have another one. Sometimes that's just somebody hiding their feelings. We have the angel of balance. This always reminds me of Saggy energy, of the temperance card. And that's soulmate angel. Okay. Rest and rejuvenate. And then the angel of balance, bookending. Let's get a romance angel. Let's see. For Leo. Leo. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this situation, but you know what? Sometimes these two can be like hiding your feelings even from yourself. That's interesting. The part of you don't see that keeps echoing, but this heart's in a cage. All right, let's see where this goes. Oh, we're going to go on a wild ride, Leo. I knew it. Part of the reason I've been hesitating on doing readings under this full moon energy is because it is that intense. Like I said, my own chart is 93-ish% fixed. We have true love, yeah. This is the romance of a lifetime. So which of you is doing this deception and this false self mask? Meaning maybe not admitting to your own feelings. We'll see. But true love, that's beautiful. What's on the bottom? Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. This has been coming out for a lot of people. I guess it's just in the collective right now, which kind of makes sense. Let me get a sip, Leo. I apologize. It's pouring rain outside, and the allergens are activated bad this year. Okay. Let's go. I'll close with astrology. I was going to do the good tarot, but oh no, okay. Sorry. I warned you, it could be a bit scattered. Let's go to the Amore Psyche. Jealousy and possessiveness. Interesting. Because we have that angel of balance, and okay. But true love is here. And then love's embrace on the bottom. Okay. Now let's get into it with the pulp. What's on this person's mind when it comes to you? What's on their mind, Leo? Leo energy with the Eight of Wands. Whoa, that's a lot of passion, a lot of movement. Again, right now too, we have tons of Aries, fellow fire sign to you in the astrology. And then we have Mars in your sign, which is Aries ruler. We'll check that out. What's on their mind? Movement forward, action, passion. Okay. How do they feel? They might want to communicate. How do they feel? Look at this. It's the Seven of Swords. Interesting Aquarius energy. The Seven of Swords in the heart space. Now that is all about the mind, and it can be about the stories we tell ourselves about ourselves. And we have this deception and false mask. Yeah, 7 swords compared to 8 wands. What's going on here? The 7 of swords can be about strategy as well. So we'll see. What actions will they take towards Leo? Oh my gosh, Leo. Okay, no wonder the hands were shaking. Interesting though. We have the 6 of Cups and the Empress. Taurus and Libra energy with the Empress, Venus energy. We see all of this Empress energy, blossoming abundance, which is the Empress, door to romance, which is number 33. And if we add that together, we get the number 6. The 6 of Cups, Scorpio energy. Never be deceived by a full moon, especially in Scorpio. People think, okay, it's done, thank goodness. No. We have Pluto involved. That's Scorpio's ruler. The slow unfolding of the destiny and the karma and the past life, which is what the 6 of Cups can be. It's all about past life energy with the 6 of Cups. Now, this can be somebody that you have children with. The 6 of Cups can be about children or about your past, right? But for me, it's usually past life. Okay. Interesting. Let me see the energy surrounding them. Now, this is where you could appear, but we have the 6 of Cups and the Empress here. I feel is you. Let me see. Surrounding energy. Okay. Interesting. Maybe this is you. We have the Hanged Man, Pisces major arcana, Saturn in the final degree of Pisces right now. So energies that have been held back are now starting to open up with that 8 of Wands, but the Hanged Man can be a change in perspective as well. It can be like completely different. Interesting. But it is about holding back. We'll see where that goes. Because we have the 7 of Swords too. What's the challenge? The Ace of Cups. True love. The Ace of Cups is the beginning of the 10 of Cups. It's just a seed that needs to be, we have true love starting up here and blossoming abundance. This is the door to romance. It's the beginning. And right now it's in the challenge, and I'm wondering why with that Seven of Swords. Potential outcome for Leo. Oh my God, Leo. What? We have the Emperor, Mars energy in your sign right now. Divine masculine, Emperor and Empress, soulmates. Especially when the Six of Cups is involved, but that can also be husband and wife. And then on the bottom of the deck, I see the Three of Cups, Cancer energy. The Three of Cups is about union. It's about coming together and enjoying. King of Swords, Ace of Wands. What? All right, let's go through real quick. We have Aquarius with the King of Swords, who is a prominent figure in all of the readings right now, not just here, but everywhere. But your opposite energy of the King of Swords, this can be about making a strategy. And then the Ace of Wands and the Tower. Very strong Aquarius energy, but the Ace of Wands is about passion. Look what's on their mind. Okay, let's see. Where are we going? What do you, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. I want the wild unknown. Sorry, Leo. What the heck? Okay, we got it. Why is the Eight of Wands on their mind for Leo? Look, it's the Ten of Cups. The Ace of Cups is the door. I said that. So the problem is that they want to walk through the door but haven't done. Why? Seven of Swords. The Ten of Cups is overwhelming. It's the everything card. Whatever fills those cups for you. Now, Leo, for some of you with the Six of Cups, Emperor, Empress, that's family. That's marriage with children. So they could have that on their mind. That could have been somebody you were married to. But for most of you, the door to romance, it hasn't been entered yet. Ten of Cups, Eight of Wands, very strong. And I see the Ten of Cups. But why the Seven of Swords in the heart? Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Double Virgo energy with the Eight of Pentacles and the Hermit. The Hermit and the Hanged Man, Virgo and Pisces. The North and South Node are there right now. Those are the nodes of destiny. And with Pluto involved, I still say there's something. But anyways, the Hermit is very wise. This is somebody who goes within to really only hear their own counsel about what fills those cups, maybe. Or this could be what they're keeping to themselves here. It's on their mind. Eight of Pentacles, I like to see this. Okay, for some of you, well, blossoming abundance. This person could be working on their finances, building something. I mean, if they have the Ten of Cups on their mind, then that needs to be built. And that is also what emperors do. Whoa. Okay. The King of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Nine of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Okay. The Page of Cups takes hold of that ace that's in the challenge and brings it into reality so it can start to blossom, to be built. It is the very beginning stages, though. It's getting the toe wet in the water. Entering the door, King of Pentacles, Virgo energy. And there's the Hangman in reverse now. Now, Leo, anybody who watches my channel, I don't usually read reversals unless I feel like it. I feel like it here. And then the Nine of Swords. There's that Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, overthinking. All right, let's try a clean shuffle. We had to look. Ten of Cups for Leo. Look what it is. The Ace. This is what's on their mind, the door. So why the Seven of Swords? Can't wait. The Six of Wands, the King of Swords came back out. But in this deck now, the King of Swords. That's why the Seven of Swords. Oh, what else? The Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Okay. Fire energy with the Six of Wands. Look at that butterfly. emerging out of those brambles below. So this person's gone through some kind of struggle. And this time, whatever they're doing now, whatever they want now, they plan to be successful. They plan to win. The Knight of Pentacles is, he plans to win. He takes his time. He doesn't leave anything uncovered. That's why we saw the Eight of Pentacles putting in the work. And that takes time. Okay, can I see though? I still don't understand the Seven of Swords. The Nine of Swords. This wanted to come out before with that King and the Page of Cups, which is the message, which is opening the door, entering the door. Why? The Hierophant. Taurus. Interesting. But the Hierophant can be about commitment as well. Marriage. Okay. Seven of Cups. Okay, let me see. In the actions they want to take with the Six of Cups and the Empress. Venus. But remember we saw that Ace of Wands on it. There's pretty strong pregnancy vibes if you're in the situation for that to be possible. Let me see the Empress. Oh, unbelievable. Okay, this is interesting. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, we saw that Knight. Remember what I said? The Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady. This now is the seed that can be cultivated into the Ten of Pentacles, which again is what the Emperor does. Okay? But it's a seed that can be planted. So, with those strong pregnancy vibes, Leo, the same. But we have rest and rejuvenate with the Four of Swords. And we have that right there. The Four of Swords is actually that. It's like recovery of some kind of heartbreak, but it's surrounding you and some stability for you. That's crazy. Let me see the Hanged Man. Ooh. Maybe they're worried that it took too long. Let me see the Hanged Man. We have the Sun. Well, there's your luminary, your ruler. We talked about the Sun. And then the Nine of Cups, which is about wish fulfillment. Hanged Man, seeing things differently. This guy's upside down. Now, the Nine of Cups. And then, oh look, well, the Ace of Cups is in the challenge. Only one more cup and you get the 10. What's on their mind? Now, Leo, you could be waiting for this person because the Sun is attached to the Nine of Cups. And again, oh, I get it. I get it. The Hangman is you. You have the unique perspective, Hangman and the Sun, to see the Nine of Cups in this person. That's crazy. Wow, beautiful. So Ace of Cups in the challenge. The Star. Aquarius is major arcana. That's interesting. The Star is about hope. It's about healing. It also comes after a Tower, which is Uranus energy. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to. Anyway, the Star of rest, recovery. What else came? The King of Pentacles. He came back. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I call him the King of Good Intention. Let me see the Emperor. Six of Cups. Very strong Pluto energy. Double Scorpio here. Six of Cups. You know, the Six of Cups. Okay. The Six of Cups, I always say it's like an energetic reminder of the possibility of true love. It takes us back to a time and a place before there was any kind of deceit. Oh, I see. That could be part of it too. But it's a belief in the purity of love. And we talked about that. Okay, anyway, it's the High Priestess. Okay, we have the Hermit and the High Priestess. Again, for me, a very strong spiritual connection. King of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The King of Cups is very mysterious. He's very deep emotionally, but doesn't show it. It takes that unique perspective right there to be able to see how deep the King of Cups can go. And even for them, it might even take the Sun for them to see the Nine of Cups inside of them, especially for somebody like the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, because those are pretty serious energies. And then we have the Fool, Aries major arcana. The Fool is a brand new beginning. It's a leap of faith. And we saw the Ace of Wands, right? I always say that's the fuel that the Fool needs to take a leap of faith. It's the heart starter. It's passion. It's inspiration. Queen of Pentacles. The King and the Queen of Pentacles, and we saw the Hierophant. Let's get one more with the Fool. We're the Page of Swords. So the King of Swords is in Page of Swords. They're observing you. Now, this could be somebody watching you on your social medias. It could be text messages. It could be DMs. But it's definitely somebody observing you. And I'm glad we saw the King of Swords twice, because that's what we know now is hiding behind deception. The Page of Swords, watching. Okay, I feel like I need one more. I'm sorry, Leo, one more. Watching who? Leo. The Strength card. Both your major arcanas here. The Strength is about courage and integrity, and I love how this lion has that rose in his mouth. The willingness to be brave for the sake of love. And that is fully you. Okay, interesting. Okay, I won't. I could go forever. Let's go to... what do we do? Okay, we'll do a true love reading card. Leo. Intense, Leo. What it is. Yin and yang. The Emperor and the Empress. And true love. No wonder I could avoid the reading no longer. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have intimacy. And I always like to point out with these two, they're totally submerged in the water. The Ten of Cups. So there's vulnerability, which is lovely. You want to do a moon card, Leo? Let's. I know, the Scorpio full moon. I see it all over this reading. In its ways. Leo. Last quarter moon in Pisces, the Hanged Man. Talk less, feel more. Tapping into that High Priestess energy. Okay. And then last quarter moon in Libra. Make some time for self-love. Okay, that could be important because there's some pretty passionate energy here, Leo. So to make sure that when this happens, Eight of Wands, all of Six of Cups, that you take the time. Don't forget about you. Breathe through the tension. Unbelievable. Okay. Now we'll get you a couple of astrology cards. This could be astrological energy in your chart, in somebody around you, or just overall influencing the situation for Leo. Interesting. Neptune came out. We have solar flares, activation energy. We're having massive solar flares ever since last year. And you guys, if you've been watching my readings for a while, you know I've been saying since last year, soulmate activation. And that's what we have here. We have the solar calm. Oh, interesting. Make some time for self-love, rest and rejuvenate. Okay. Neptune. That's all about seeing things from that Hanged Man point of view. It is about the vision. And then we have Chiron, healing energy. Let's get one more. Okay. And then the South Node. Well, isn't that interesting? Virgo in the South Node. Now, maybe this person's going through a lot of this right now. It could be. Because 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords, it could be activating with the solar flare something from their past, jealousy and possessiveness for some of you. Okay, Pallas Athena. Yeah, it could be. All right, let's get some talisman. Consider these to be like code words that you can take away from the reading with you, Leo. I hope this reading resonated. I hope some of it helped you in some way. It's pretty heavy energy, not gonna lie. What else do we have for Leo? Resilience, the strength card. I love it. It could be you keeping the porch light on. Passion. Yeah. Eternal charisma. There's the past life energy. Did you keep the porch light on for this person? And you definitely know who it is. Or at least you sense it coming. Protection. I like this coming out because I feel that protective energy with all this 6 of Cups and the Emperor. Maybe that's who's keeping an eye on you protectively. One more. That's interesting, Leo. The grounding energy. Look at the anchor there. Emperor, King of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Very interesting. Let's close this reading for you with a couple of cards from the Lover's Oracle. Leo. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. 9 of Swords, and they have this around the past. Okay. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. But I still feel that that message is for you. It could be. Because we did have that make time for self-love, and there's a lot of intensity here. So you could find this a little overwhelming. They look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. King of Cups. Last one. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. The 9 of Swords to the Fool. That's amazing. Oh, my hair is being annoying. All right. Good thing we're at the end of the reading. That's what I have for you, my friends. Thanks, Leo. Thanks for coming by. I'll see you guys very soon. Oh, if you're interested in a private reading, there is a link in the description box below. I love you guys, Leo. Namaste.